Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Namaste. Welcome to session 74 of the Sundarakandam learning series. We are in the middle of a very interesting Sarga, Trijata Swapnaha. Okay, so when the Rakshasis were tormenting Sita Mata and she was literally losing hope and crying, holding on to the branch of the Shimshupa tree where Hanuman was lying concealed and hearing everything that was happening, at that time, to stop the Rakshasis from threatening her, a wise Rakshasi by name Trijata woke up in the morning having just seen a dream. So she opens her mouth and says, don't think of eating Sita Mata. If you want to eat anyone, eat yourselves. Basically, Sita Mata is soon to see the fulfillment of her objectives. Rama is going to come for her very soon. I have seen a dream, that too a dream seen in the early morning, foretells victory for Rama and the defeat of the Rakshasas. This dream will definitely come true. Then the Rakshasis, being very scared, ask her to recount the dream, and this is a part of the description of the dream. Here we see Rama having come with all auspicious symbols. We saw it in the previous class, right? From the elephant to the Vimana, Pushpaka Vimana, to holding the sun and the moon in Sita Mata's hands. Every auspicious sign there is, as per Swapna Shastra, were all to be found in the dream with respect to Rama and Sita reuniting. And then what is Ravana's plight? That is what we are in the middle of seeing. Ravana, covered in oil, appearing inebriated, drunk in oil, wearing red garments and oleander garlands, is dragged in the southern direction, and his head is shaven. He is dragged on a donkey. Out of fear, he even falls from the donkey's back. So this is where we are right now. Gardhavena yayo shighram dakshinam dishamastitaha. Then he falls from the Gardhava. That is the next shloka, which we have seen in the previous class. Patito vakshira bhumo gardhabhat bhayamohitaha. He falls head first to the ground out of fear. Sahasothaya sambhranto. Sahasothaya sambhranto. Bhayato madavihvalaha. Bhayato madavihvalaha. Unmattarupo dikvasa. Unmattarupo dikvasa. Durvakyam pralapan bahu. Durvakyam pralapan bahu. Sahasothaya sambhranto bhayato madavihvalaha. Sahasothaya sambhranto bhayato madavihvalaha. Unmattarupo dikvasa. Durvakyam pralapan bahu. Unmattarupo dikvasa. Durvakyam pralapan bahu. Together. Sahasothaya sambhranto bhayato madavihvalaha. Unmattarupo dikvasa. Durvakyam pralapan bahu. Next shloka has the word Saha Ravanaha. That has to be taken for the Anvaya of this shloka. I'll still see the meaning separately. Just take the word Saha Ravanaha from the next shloka for the Anvaya. Saha Ravanaha, that Ravana. Sahasa Utthaya. See, he had fallen down head first, out of fear from the donkey. So, he quickly got up. Having quickly got up. Sahasa, quickly. Utthaya, having got up. Sambhrantaha. He was in a very confused state, fearful, bewildered state. Bhayartaha. Okay, fearful, terrified. Madavihvalaha. Intoxicated with wine, intoxicated maybe with that oil. Dikvasaha. He was naked. His clothes had fallen off. Unmattarupaha. With a very scattered, bewildered appearance. Durvakyam, Bahu Durvakyam Pralapan. The verb is Pralapan. Bahu means many, Durvakyam means bad words, Pralapan, speaking. So it is like, imagine a drunk person having fallen on the ground when he gets up after drinking. What will come out of his mouth? Certainly bad words only. Those kind of bad words were coming from Ravana's mouth. Essentially, he had absolutely no control over the self. Okay, so this was his position. दुर्गन्धं दुस्सहं घोरं दुर्गन्धं दुस्सहं घोरं तिमिरं नरकोपमं तिमिरं नरकोपमं मलपङ्कं प्रविश्याशु मलपङ्कं प्रविश्याशु मग्नस्तत्र स रावणः मग्नस्तत्र स रावणः दुर्गन्धं दुस्सहं घोरं तिमिरं नरकोपमं दुर्गन्धं दुस्सहं घोरं तिमिरं नरकोपमं मलपङ्कं प्रविश्याशु मग्नस्तत्र स रावणः मलपङ्कं प्रविश्याशु मग्नस्तत्र स रावणः टुगेदर दुर्गन्धं दुस्सहं घोरं तिमिरं नरकोपमं मलपङ्कं प्रविश्याशु मग्नस्तत्र स रावणः सः रावणः that Ravana Magnaha Asit was okay Magnaha immersed in what was it else so Durgandham Dussaham Ghoram Timiram Narakopamam Malapankam. Malapankam means a pool of dirt, a pool of absolute, a pond of filth. All the other words are descriptions for that pond of filth. Durgandham, emanating an unbearable stench. Dussaham, horrible, unbearable in appearance. Ghoram, terrible. Timiram, dark. Narakopamam, like hell. Malapankam, that pool of dirt. What did he do? Ashu Pravishya, having quickly entered. See, he walked himself from the donkey's back. When he had fallen down, he got up and walked himself directly and plunged into a pool of filth. Okay. Tatra Magnaha, there having disappeared or having Pravishya, having entered. Tatra Magnaha, he remained drowned or immersed. He didn't die. He's already dead. He remained immersed there. Okay. Tatra Asit, there he was. Okay. Immersed in that pool of filth. All this can be taken as okay. We can also, instead of taking everything very literally, also we can say that people who follow adharma will end up figuratively in a pool of filth only. Correct? So that is the meaning you should take rather than just the basic literal meaning. Kanthe badhva dashagrivam. Kanthe badhva dashagrivam. I think textla where mari it's different, no? Kanta udro something is there in the Giri Traders book. Correct it. Kanthe badhva dashagrivam. Pramadarakhtavasini. Pramadarakhtavasini. Kalikartamaliptangi. Kalikartamaliptangi. Yam yam prakarshati. Disham yam yam prakarshati. Kanthe badhva dashagrivam. Pramadarakhtavasini. Kanthe badhva dashagrivam. Pramadarakhtavasini. Kalikartamaliptangi. Disham yam yam prakarshati. Kalikartamaliptangi. Disham yam prakarshati. Kanthe badhva dashagrivam. Pramadarakhtavasini. Kalikartamaliptangi. Disham yam yam prakarshati. Now he's fallen into this pool of filth. Somebody has to pull him out, So prakarshati. Somebody dragged him, was dragging. Raktavasini Kali Okay, Raktavasini, Kali, Kardamaliptangi, Pramada. So a woman dragged him. Pramada means young woman. Okay, what kind of a young woman? Raktavasini, wearing red clothes. Kali, dark in appearance. Kardamaliptangi, with her skin smeared with kardama. Do you know what is kardama? Sanskrit is such a beautiful language. Even mud has different names. Okay, kardama means wet mud. Okay, so see when you say something is in a marshy area, how will the mud be? Like that. Okay, so wet mud. Her form was smeared with wet mud, like from that marsh. Basically, what she's one of the devatas around that place. Okay, so her form also was smeared with the same mud in that area. She was dark in appearance, wearing red colored clothes. Dashagrivam Kanthe Badva. Ravanam Kanthe Badva, having tied him up around his neck. Yam Yam Disham Prakarshati. What is Yam Yam Disham? Does anyone know? What is Yama?
Is it Yama, ma'am?
Correct. Yama's Disha is which Disha, therefore?
Dakshina.
Not Dakshini Disha. So Dakshina Disha. And see the significance. Rama was going in the northern direction on Pushpaka Vimana. Yeah, and Ravana, the defeated Ravana, is being dragged in the southern direction. Okay, so basically he is meeting his death. एवं तत्र मया दृष्टः एवं तत्र मया दृष्टः कुम्भकर्णो महाबलः कुम्भकर्णो महाबलः रावणस्य सुताः सर्वे रावणस्य सुताः सर्वे मुण्डास्तैलसमुक्षिताः मुण्डास्तैल समुक्षिताः एवं तत्र मया दृष्टः कुम्भकर्णो महाबलः एवं तत्र मया दृष्टः कुम्भकर्णो महाबलः रावणस्य सुताः सर्वे मुण्डास्तैलसमुक्षिताः रावणस्य सुताः सर्वे मुण्डास्तैलसमुक्षिताः मया दृष्टः आसीत्. So I saw. It was seen by me. What was seen by me? Tatra, there. Nishacharah. Nishacharah kadayadu. Sorry. Tatra Kumbhakarnah. Mahabalaha. There. Tatra. There. Mahabalaha. The strong Kumbhakarna. Okay. Maya evam drishtaha. I saw him like this. Ravanasya sutaha sarve. And Ravana's, all of his sons. Munda staila samukshitaha drishtaha. What does that mean? Each one of his sons were all with head shaven, and their bodies were also smeared with oil. So in the same way, I saw Kumbhakarna and I saw Ravana's sons. All of them with their heads shaven and bodies covered in oil. That is the meaning. Varahen dashagrivaha वराहेण दशग्रीवः शिंशुमारेण चेन्द्रजित् शिंशुमारेण चेन्द्रजित् उष्ट्रेण कुम्भकर्णश्च उष्ट्रेण कुम्भकर्णश्च प्रयातो दक्षिणां दिशं प्रयातो दक्षिणां दिशं वराहेण दशग्रीवः शिंशुमारेण चेन्द्रजित् वराहेण दशग्रीवः शिंशुमारेण चेन्द्रजित् उष्ट्रेण कुम्भकर्णश्च प्रयातो दक्षिणां दिशम् उष्ट्रेण कुम्भकर्णश्च प्रयातो दक्षिणां दिशम् टुगेदर वराहेण दशग्रीवः शिंशुमारेण चेन्द्रजित् उष्ट्रेण कुम्भकर्णश्च प्रयातो दक्षिणां दिशम् प्रयातः आसीत् were moving आसीत् is a verb we have to add दशग्रीवः वराहेण दशग्रीव ravana varahena by a boar okay Indrajit Shimshumarena his son Indrajit by a Shimshumara Shimshumara uh, is the is the form of a dolphin or a porpoise. Okay, the modern equivalent is a dolphin or a porpoise. This is how it was long ago. It was called a Shimshumara. Okay, it's a slightly different form. So, by a porpoise, Indrajit, Kumbhakaranaha cha Ushtrena, Kumbhakarana by a camel. Dakshinam disham prayataha asid. Were dragged in the, prayataha means were being pulled along, were moving towards, were being pulled along in the southern direction. I hope the meaning is clear. I'm going a little fast because these are all simple shlokas. एकस्तत्र मया दृष्टः एकस्तत्र मया दृष्टः श्वेतछत्रो विभीषणः श्वेतछत्रो विभीषणः शुक्लमाल्याम्बरधरः शुक्लमाल्याम्बरधरः शुक्लगन्धानुलेपनः शुक्लगन्धानुलेपनः एकस्तत्र मया दृष्टः श्वेतछत्रो विभीषणः एकस्तत्र मया दृष्टः श्वेतछत्रो विभीषणः शुक्लमाल्याम्बरधरः शुक्लगन्धानुलेपनः शुक्लमाल्याम्बरधरः शुक्लगन्धानुलेपनः together एकस्तत्र मया दृष्टः श्वेतछत्रो विभीषणः शुक्लमाल्याम्बरधरः शुक्लगन्धानुलेपनः See the meaning. Maya drishtah asid. It was seen by me. What was seen by me? Tatra ekaha. There, alone. Vibhishanaha. Okay, Ravana's brother. Shvetachatraha. Carrying a white or under a white umbrella. Shuklamalyam baradaraha. Wearing a white garlands and white garments. Shukla gandhanulepanaha. With white sandal paste anointed on him. Okay. For those who know Sanskrit, Shweta Chatraha is an example of a Bahuvrihi Samasaha. Okay, in all the other case, the person wearing or the person anointed with is clearly mentioned with the words Daraha and Lepanaha. Here only Shweta Chatra simply means one white umbrella. But white umbrella, one with the white umbrella, Yasya Saha has to be added. So the Bahuvrihi is. Okay, so Shweta Chatraha, white umbrella. Okay, so what does it mean? The white umbrella signifies kingship. Okay, Ravana, southern direction, death. Vibhishana, white umbrella, kingship. Shankadundubhinirgoshaihi Shankadundubhinirgoshaihi Nrittagitairalankritah Nrittagitairalankritah Aruhya Shaila Sankasham Aruhya Shaila Sankasham Meghastanitanishwanam Meghastanitanishwanam Shankadundubhinirghoshairnrittagitairalankritah Shankadundubhinirghoshairnrittagitairalankritah Aruhya Shaila Sankasham Meghastanitanishwanam Aruhya Shaila Sankasham Meghastanitanishwanam together Shankadundubhinirghoshaihi नृत्यगीतैरलङ्कृताः आरुह्य शैलसङ्काशम् मेघस्तनितनिस्वनम्. We need to see the next shloka also together for the Anvaya. चतुर्दन्तं गजं दिव्यम् चतुर्दन्तं गजं दिव्यम् आस्थे तत्र विभीषणाः आस्थे तत्र विभीषणाः चतुर्भिः सचिवैः सार्धम् चतुर्भिः सचिवैः सार्धम् वैहायसमुपस्थितः वैहायसमुपस्थितः चतुर्दन्तं गजं दिव्यम् आस्थे तत्र विभीषणाः चतुर्दन्तं गजं दिव्यम् आस्थे तत्र विभीषणः चतुर्भिः सचिवैः सार्धं वैहायसमुपस्थितः चतुर्भिः सचिवैः सार्धं वैहायसमुपस्थितः उपस्थितः आसीत्. We should add for both the shlokas together for the Anvaya. So what is the shloka about? It continues to be about Vibhishana. So Vibhishanah, okay, Shankha-dundubhi nirghoshaihi, with the sounds of Shankha. Shankha is what? Conch. What is Dundubhi? Dundubhi is a kind of drum. Okay. Dundubhi nirghoshaihi, with the sounds of the conches and the drums. Nrityagitaihi, okay, accompanied by dancers and musicians. Alankritaha, now all the Alankritaha, well decorated, he was wearing all the ornaments. Now after this, everything is about Chaturdantam Gajam. Chaturdantam Gajam means what? The four-tusked elephant. Okay, Shaila Sankasham, that elephant was like a large mountain. Meghas Tanita Niswanam, it was trumpeting like a thunderous cloud. Meghas Tanita. Okay, Niswanam. Niswanam means a loud, thunderous noise. Megha Stanita. Stanita Megha means a Megha which is ready to burst into showers. So, the elephant was trumpeting like a thunder cloud. Chaturdantam Divyam Gajam. Chaturdantam with four tusks. Divyam, divine Gajam. Aruhya, having climbed. See, just like Lord Rama came on an elephant to Lanka. Same way now Vibhishana is mounted on an elephant. Again shows that his Artha Siddhi will happen. What he wants will happen. So, Divyam Gajam Aruhya, having climbed on the elephant. Tatra Aste. Okay. He was there with Chaturbihi Sachivaihi, with four ministers. Okay, with four ministers, Sardham, along with four ministers. Vaihayasam Asthitaha. Vaihayasam means he was in the sky. Asthitaha, he was situated. Okay, situated in the sky could be on a Vimana, situated in the sky could be on the elephant in the sky. Again, the purport of seeing him in the sky, whereas Ravana on the land in dirt-filled, pond of filth, could be because here in the sky symbolizes attainment of the objectives. In the dirt-filled pond implies failure and death. Okay, so that is why Vaihayasam Upasthitaha was situated in the sky. समाजश्च मया दृष्टो गीतवादित्रनिस्वनाः पिबतां रक्तमाल्यानां क्षसां रक्षसां रक्तवाससां Samajascha maya drishto Gitavaditra nisvanaha Samajascha maya drishto Gitavaditra nisvanaha Pibatam raktamalyanam Rakshasam raktavasasam Pibatam raktamalyanam Rakshasam raktavasasam. Together. Samajascha maya drishto Gitavaditra nisvanaha Pibatam raktamalyanam Rakshasam raktavasasam. Maya drishtaha asid. I saw. Whom did she see? Pibatam. Of those who were drinking. Raktamalyanam. Of those wearing red garlands. Raktavasasam. Of those wearing red garments. Rakshasam. Of these Rakshasas. Of the Rakshasas wearing red garments, drinking and wearing red garlands. Gitavaditra nisvanaha. A group of people, Gita Vaditra Niswaraha, those who were engaged in Gita, singing, Vaditra, playing instruments. Okay. Maya Drishtaha, I saw. Now this can be taken to mean those good Rakshasas who were on Vibhishana's side, who were no longer, who were not defeated like Ravana, but who were supporting him. Those Rakshasas were clustered around Vibhishana, singing and dancing and playing instruments. Okay, so here we are not talking about the Rakshasas who are with Ravana, but we are talking about the general Rakshasas who are now being taken care of by Vibhishana. I hope it is clear. Forgot one point. That's why in the previous shloka I had hesitated because I thought I had forgotten something. I'll just go back there. You saw one thing. Valmiki Maharshi never leaves anything insignificantly. There is a word here, Chaturbhi Sachivehi, with the four Sachiva, four ministers. Does anyone know the significance of a king having at least four ministers? Okay, Dharma Shastra says a king should have minimum four ministers. What are the four ministers supposed to do? Any idea?
Wild guess, Varsha, Artha, Kama, Moksha, something like that.
But linked to it. But for Rajaniti, it becomes a little more specific. The dharma here would be, one would be internal and external defense. So advisory for internal and external defense. Then there is revenue expenditure. So the fiscal part of it. So the finance minister. Then there will be the dharma. Essentially, are the Vedas being protected? Are the Brahmanas being given adequate grants? Are temples being built? Is dharma being protected? The fourth is welfare of the commonwealth. This includes wells, construction of travel houses, making sure housing is there, making sure sanitation is taken care of. We were a very, very advanced society even during Rama's times. Obviously we were, right? That is Rama Rajyam, right? So, and even even Rakshasas like Ravana knew basics of how to handle. That's why Lanka was a glorious city. Right. So Vibhishana also, he had four trusted advisors. So they were taking care of these things. Just wanted to mention side point, but I thought it is an interesting thing that we must know. In fact, our Arthashastra by Kautilya is one of the most studied granthas by foreign governments. We'll say, Chanakya, long ago he lived. What is the relevance of it today? Please read your civics textbook and pass your exam. We will tell our children. Right? But every child, every adult also should read it once and see what has he written. And what he has written is very, very relevant even today. So we'll, Shivagamiji, your hand is raised.
No, this is just off the thing. I mean, I'm just asking, when Trijata can tell so much, was there so much of freedom of speech at that time? Will she not be, will Ravana leave her for talking so much about his downfall?
See, actually what happens is that things progress very quickly after this.
Okay.
If it had happened in the normal course, he would have had time to pull her up and do an intensive interview and everything. Right?
Okay.
Hanuman acts very quickly. In fact, she mentions Hanuman also now in her Swapnam, you'll see. Okay,
Oh, okay.
So things happen so quick. Sundarakandam is like a movie. First part goes a little slow before intermission. Now we are not yet in intermission stage, but once intermission comes, you know that after that it will go really fast. So it actually moves faster. Okay, so she
Okay.
doesn't have the opportunity. Probably around when he starts talking to Sita Mata, from there you can say intermission stage. So after that, it actually goes very fast. So no chance for Ravana to punish.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So feel good. So, Shloka. Lanka, not Lanka. Lanka. Lanka cheyam puri ramya. Lanka cheyam puri ramya. Savajiratha kunjara. Don't say kunjaraha. It is Lanka Puri Kunjara. It is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Okay, it is not Kunjaraha. So don't think there is a Visarga forgotten. So say Kunjara correctly. Lanka Cheyam Puri Ramya Savajiratha Kunjara Sagare Patita Drishta Sagare Patita Drishta Bhagna Gopuratorana Bhagna Gopuratorana Lanka Cheyam Puri Ramya Savajiratha Kunjara Lanka Cheyam Puri Ramya Savajiratha Kunjara Sagare Patita Drishta Bhagna Gopuratorana Sagare Patita Drishta Bhagna Gopuratorana together. Lanka cheyam puri ramya savajiratha kunjara sagare patita drishta bhagna gopuratorana. Okay, drishta asid. I saw. What did you see? Ramya yam Lankapuri. This delightful city of Lanka. Ramya means delightful, captivating. This delightful city of Lanka. Cha and Savajiratha kunjara. Usually it is filled with horses, chariots, and elephants. Okay. So, Vaji, Ratha, Kunjaraha. Horses, chariots, elephants. Bhagna Gopura Toranaha. With crumbling archways and crumbling towers. Sagare Patita. Fallen in the ocean. Drishta Asit. I saw. Okay, so I saw this beautiful city of Lanka. Okay, with its ramparts and forts and towers all crumbled and fallen into the ground, fallen into the sea, sorry. Lanka drishta maya swapne, Lanka drishta maya swapne, Ravanena bhirakshita, Ravanena bhirakshita, Dagdha ramasya dutena, Dagdha ramasya dutena, Vanareena tarasvina, Vanareena tarasvina, Lanka drishta maya swapne Ravanenabhirakshita. Lanka drishta maya swapne Ravanenabhirakshita. Dagdha ramasya dutena Vanareena tarasvina. Dagdha ramasya dutena Vanareena tarasvina. Together. Lanka drishta maya swapne Ravanenabhirakshita. Dagdha ramasya dutena Vanareena tarasvina. Maya drishta, I saw. Maya drishta asid. It was seen by me. What? Ravanena abhirakshita. Abhirakshita, protected. Ravanena, by Ravana. Lanka. Ramasya dutena, by Rama's messenger. Tarasvina, by the fleet. Vanarena, swift, by the swift Vanara, monkey. Dagdha, burned. Maya swapne drishta, by me it was seen in the dream. Very clearly see now she's predicted what's going to happen. Correct? That Hanuman, she doesn't name him. that Rama's Duta, a Vanara, is going to burn Lanka. Okay. So you know that the rest of the dream is therefore not some kind of a fallacy or an imagination. Rest of the dream is also going to come true. Though the rest of the dream is very metaphorical, this part of the dream becomes literal. Okay, many of our dreams are also like that, no? Some of the things are very symbolic that we see, some of the things that we see are literal. So here it is this part is very literal. Or if you're looking at it from a very Sahitya point of view, this Trijata statement, who's hearing? Rama's Duta is hearing, no. Seed has been planted in his mind. If opportunity comes, let us burn it. But quite likely that, he is still not spoken to Sita Mata, so he may not have given full credence to what she says. But still a seed may have been planted. This is the genius of Sahitya. Valmiki Maharishi's Ramayanam is not just, it is Moksha Sastram, it is Ramayanam, it is Ramasaritam, it is ultimately purifying, it is Adikavyam. There is no taking away from its sacredness and holiness. But if you look at it from the point of view of literature, it is one of the most masterfully written works because there are no loose ends. It is not like our modern Telugu commercial pot boilers or our Hindi pot boilers. There will be no plot. The movie, you won't know what you're watching. Till the intermission, you will not realize what the story is. It will go back and forth. And that too, these days, you start from the 10th scene and then you go back to the first scene and then you go to the 8th scene. Like that, it will be very badly written. No chronology maintained, no plot maintained. Here, Ramayana is not like that. Perfect tying up of loose ends. So if you look at it from a Sahitya point of view, it is that these words are heard by Hanuman and maybe acted upon later by him. Purely from the point of view of an actor hearing his cue. Okay, so now next shloka. Pitva tailam pranrittascha, pitva tailam pranrittascha, prahasantyo mahasvanah, prahasantyo mahasvanah, lankayam bhasmarukshayam, lankayam bhasmarukshayam, pravishta rakshasastriyah, pravishta rakshasastriyah, pītvā tailam pranrittascha, prahasantyo mahasvanah, pītvā tailam pranrittascha, prahasantyo mahasvanah, lankayam bhasmarukshayam, pravishta rakshasastriyah, lankayam bhasmarukshayam, pravishta rakshasastriyah. Together. Pītvā tailam pranrittascha, prahasantyo mahasvanah, lankayam bhasmarukshayam, pravishta rakshasastriyah. Okay. Pravishtaha Asit. They had entered where? Sorry, Pravishtaha Asan. They had entered where? Bhasmarukshayam Lankayam. In Lanka. What kind of Lanka? Bhasmaruksha. Bhasmaruksha means a place which has been turned as dry as ashes. So Lanka which has been burned down completely. So in a Lanka which has been burned down completely, Sarvaha Rakshasa Striyaha. All the Rakshasa women. Okay. What did they do? Tailam Pitva. Having drunk oil. Pranrittaha. Dancing madly. Mahasvanaha. Making loud noises. Asan. They were like this. So the women essentially, basically the fire consumes the lives of many women also. Those women, okay, are foretold like this, are seen like this, okay, covered with drinking oil, dancing inebriatedly, shouting loudly among the ashes of Lanka. Okay, this is to say overall destruction happens or will happen. I hope the meaning is clear. Kumbhakarnadayasche me, Kumbhakarnadayasche me, सर्वे राक्षसपुङ्गवाः सर्वे राक्षसपुङ्गवाः रक्तं निवसनं गृह्य रक्तं निवसनं गृह्य प्रविष्टा गोमयः ह्रदे प्रविष्टा गोमयः ह्रदे कुम्भकर्णादयश्चे मे सर्वे राक्षसपुङ्गवाः कुम्भकर्णादयश्चे मे सर्वे राक्षसपुङ्गवाः रक्तं निवसनं गृह्य प्रविष्टा गोमयः ह्रदे रक्तं निवसनं गृह्य प्रविष्टा गोमयः ह्रदे. Together. कुम्भकर्णादयश्चे मे सर्वे राक्षसपुङ्गवाः रक्तं निवसनं गृह्य प्रविष्टा गोमयः ह्रदे. Pravishtaha asan had entered. Who had entered? Now this is after the war when Kumbhakarna had died. Okay, so Kumbhakarnadayaha, Kumbhakarna and the others. Ime sarve, all of these people. Rakshasa Pungavaha, bulls among the Rakshasas. Raktam Nivasanam Grihya, holding on to their red garments. Raktam Nivasanam, holding on to their blood-stained, dirty red garments, says Tilaka in his commentary. Gomaya Hridehe Pravishtaha. Gomaya refers to cow dung. Hrada refers to a pool. So these people, all these Rakshasa warriors, including Kumbhakarna, entered a pool of cow dung. Okay. अपगच्छत नश्यध्वम् अपगच्छत नश्यध्वम् सीतामापस राघवाः सीताम् आपस राघवाः घातयेत् परमामर्षि घातयेत् परमामर्षि सर्वैः सार्धं हि राक्षसैः सर्वैः सार्धं हि राक्षसैः अपगच्छत नश्यध्वम् सीतामापस राघवाः. If you have apnoti raghavaha, that is also okay only. Correct meaning will be there with that also. घातयेत् परमामर्षि सर्वैः सार्धं हि राक्षसैः घातयेत् परमामर्षि सर्वैः सार्धं हि राक्षसैः. अपगच्छत नश्यध्वम् सीतामापस राघवः घातयेत् परमामर्षि सर्वैः सार्धं हि राक्षसैः. Ghatayet, he will kill. Okay. So now how does it, now she starts to advise the Rakshasis. Apagachata. Leave her be. Okay, leave her and go. Apagachata. Nashyadhvam. You will be destroyed. So these are all to be added before exclamatory marks. Okay, so they're all cautionary words. Apagachata, go away, stop doing this. Nashyadhvam, you will surely perish. Okay, lotlakara, these two words. Raghavaha, Sitam apa. Raghava, Rama. Sitam apa, having obtained Sita, will get Sita. Paramamarshi. Paramamarshi means one who is very, very angry, overcome by anger. Rakshasehi Sardham. Ghatayet. Rakshasehi Sardham Ghatayet. Rakshasehi, with the Rakshasas, very angry with the Rakshasas. Sardham, Sa Artham. Both the meanings are there. I think the Gita Press books has Sa Artham. Sa Artham Gatayet means along with all their wealth he will destroy. Sardham Gatayet means completely he will destroy. Okay. So Rakshasaihi Gatayet, he will surely kill. Okay. So he will kill in the sense of vidhiling. Okay. So he will kill. That is the meaning here. So stop tormenting Sita Mata. Raghava, when he gets Sita Mata, will surely be angry with all of you and he will kill all the Rakshasas without leaving anyone. Priyam Bahumatam Bharyam, Priyam Bahumatam Bharyam, Vanavasamanuvratam, Vanavasamanuvratam, Bhatsitam Tarchitam Vapi, Bhatsitam Tarchitam Vapi, Nanumansyati Raghavaha, Nanumansyati Raghavaha, Priyam Bahumatam Bharyam, Vanavasamanuvratam, Priyam Bahumatam Bharyam, Vanavasamanuvratam, Bhatsitam Tarchitam Vapi, Nanumansyati Raghavaha, Bhatsitam Tarchitam Vapi, Nanumansyati Raghavaha. Together. Priyam Bahumatam Bharyam Vanavasamanuvratam, Bhatsitam Tarchitam Vapi, Nanumansyati Raghavaha. Right. Na anumansyati, will not forgive. Okay. What does it mean? Will not allow it to happen also. You can take it as will not allow it to happen. Na anumansyati, will not permit. Raghavaha. Okay. Priyam Bharyam, beloved wife. Vanavasam Anuvratam. What kind? Why is she beloved? I mean, she is beloved and not just ordinarily so. She is one who has followed him to the forest for Vanavasa. Vanavasa Anuvratam. One who has followed him in, I can't take the phone, you're not answering. One who has followed him in Vanavasa. Okay. Bhartsitam Tarjitam Vapi. Even when abused or threatened. Bhartsitam, terrified, scared. Tarjitam, threatened. Nanumansiti, will not permit. Okay, he will not allow his wife to be tormented. So if he comes to know that you people have done this, he will surely destroy all of you. So move away is what she is telling. Come to the next verse. Tadalam kruravakyairbah, Tadalam kruravakyairbah, Santvameva bhidhiyatam, Santvameva bhidhiyatam, Abhiyachama vaidehi, Abhiyachama vaidehi, Etadhi mama rochate, Etadhi mama rochate. Rochate, not rochate, rochate only it should be. Etadhi mama rochate. In case I have chanted it, the chanting guide is rochate. Please correct it. It is rochate only, verb rochate. Okay. Tadalam kruravakyairbah, Santvameva bhidhiyatam. Tadalam kruravakyairbah, Santvameva bhidhiyatam. Abhiyachama vaidehi, etadhi mama rochate. Abhiyachama vaidehi, etadhi mama rochate. Together. Tadalam kruravakyairbah, Santvameva bhidhiyatam. Abhiyachama vaidehi, etadhi mama rochate. Two verbs, abhiyachama, rochate. I'll explain both. Tada, then. Kruravakyaihi alam. Or tat kruravakyaihi alam, not tada. Tat kruravakyaihi alam. These harsh words, alam, enough of these harsh words. Enough. Don't speak like this anymore. Santvameva abhidhiyatam. Santvameva. In a peaceful manner only. Abhidhiyatam. You all may communicate to her. So stop threatening her. Enough of these harsh words. In a peaceful manner only you may speak to her. Okay. Vaidehi abhiyachama. We will all beg Vaidehi for her forgiveness. For the harsh treatment meted out by us to her, abhiyachama. May we all seek her forgiveness. Okay. Ask for her abhayam. How clever, how correct she is. See, the person to ask for abhayam. See, who will be angry? Rama will be angry. Who should forgive? If Sita Mata forgives, Rama will easily forgive. So ask for forgiveness from Sita Mata. Take forgiveness from her. Then, etad dhi mama rochate. Dhi means this idea. Mama rochate is to my liking. This idea is to my liking. Let us do as I say. It is the right thing to do. Okay. यस्यामेवं विधः स्वप्नो दुःखितायां प्रदृश्यते सा दुःखैर्विविधैर्मुक्ता प्रियं प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम् यस्याम् एवं विधः स्वप्नो दुःखितायां प्रदृश्यते यस्यामेवं विधः स्वप्नो दुःखितायां प्रदृश्यते सा दुःखैर्विविधैर्मुक्ता प्रियं प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम् सा दुःखैर्विविधैर्मुक्ता प्रियं प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम्. Together. यस्यामेवं विधः स्वप्नो दुःखितायां प्रदृश्यते सा दुःखैर्विविधैर्मुक्ता प्रियं प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम्. Prapnoti is the verb. Prapnoti will attain. Sita Mata will attain. Okay, what is it? Yasyam. Dukkhitayam. When she is sorrowful, when she is thus sorrowful. Evam vidaha swapnaha paridrishyate. Evam vidaha. In this manner, swapnaha, dream, paridrishyate, has been seen by me. So, when she is thus sorrowful, when such an auspicious dream has been seen by me, it foretells something. What does it foretell? Sa, she, vividhaihi dukkhaihi mukta. From varied sorrows, freed. So, freed from all the things that are troubling her. Anuttamam priyam prapnoti. Anuttamam, unequaled. Priyam, happiness, joy, prapnoti, she will attain. So this lady whom we now see so sad and tormented, in this state when I have seen such a dream, it surely foretells that freed from all her sorrows, Sita Mata will be very happy. Okay, so that is the meaning. I'm going a little fast again because these are all easy shlokas only. Any questions, just feel free to interrupt and ask or raise hand and ask. Bhatsitamapi yachadhvam Bhatsitamapi yachadhvam Rakshasyah kim vivakshaya Rakshasyah kim vivakshaya Raghavadhibhayam ghoram Raghavadhibhayam ghoram Rakshasanam upasthitam Rakshasanam upasthitam Bhatsitamapi yachadhvam Rakshasyah kim vivakshaya Bhatsitamapi yachadhvam Rakshasyah kim vivakshaya Raghavadhibhayam ghoram Rakshasanam upasthitam Raghavadhibhayam ghoram राक्षसानामुपस्थितम् भत्सितामपि याचध्वं राक्षस्यः किं विवक्षया राघवाद्धिभयं घोरं राक्षसानामुपस्थितम् उपस्थितम् आसीत्. What does it mean? I'll just explain. Rakshasyah, O Rakshasis. Okay, Rakshasyah, when she's saying, O Rakshasis, she's addressing. Who Trijata is addressing the Rakshasis. Bhatsitam api achadhvam. Even if she has been threatened by you, even though she has been the object that has been threatened by you, you must still seek her forgiveness. Okay? Api achadhvam. Even though you may have, even though you are the ones who have tormented her, you should ask only her for her forgiveness. You may beg for forgiveness from her. Kim vivakshaya. What is there to say? Now, these words, Kim vivakshaya, what is there to say, has been analyzed by two commentators. We will see that. Kim vivakshaya. Why so? What is there to say about it? Rakshasanam, of the Rakshasas. Raghavat, from Rama. Ghoram bhayam. Okay, terrible fear. Raghavat, Raghavadhi. Then Raghavat, but dhi doesn't make sense. Raghavat bhayam goram only it should. What is
அது
the
he. Sorry,
what
Varsha.
Gita
அது
plus
he இருக்கலாம்.
he, correct.
Raghavat he.
Correct.
So
Correct.
on the
Thank you.
filler.
Yes. He certainly. Thank you so much. Raghavadhi Ghoram Bhayam Upastitam. From Rama only there is lots to fear. There is terrible fear. So, what is the meaning of this Evam Vivakshya, Kim Vivakshya? What is there to say? What is the meaning of that? See, although the one you have sinned against is Sita Mata, she is the right person to pray to for forgiveness. Okay. Do not doubt whether she will forgive you or not. Of the two of them, the one who is going to cause you destruction, namely Rama, between Rama and Sita, the one who is most likely to forgive you is Sita. So beg for forgiveness from her. Says Bhushanakara. Okay, Ramayana Bhushana, Govind Raja and Bhushana commentary. Okay, then Etena Sita Prasadanam eva kartavyam iti suchitam, says Shiromani. Same meaning. So the one who must be propitiated, the one who must be worshipped, the one who must be prayed to and begged for forgiveness from is Sita only, says Ramayana Shiromani Bhashya. Okay. So that is the meaning of Kim Vivakshya. What is there to even say about it? If you had to choose, the easiest example I can give is, I don't know how it is in each of your houses, but if your child commits something wrong, between the two parents, which parent the child perceives as a soft parent will be the parent to which all the misdeeds will be recounted completely. The other parent will be kept in the dark for a while till a strategy is worked out as to how to handle. Okay, so same thing here. Trijata is advising. Among the two parents, easiest parent is Sita Mata. Approach her, get her forgiveness, then Rama can be handled. Okay, so next is Shloka. Pranipata prasannahi, Pranipata prasannahi, Maithili janakatmaja, Maithili janakatmaja, Alamesha paritratum, Alamesha paritratum, Rakshasir mahato bhayat, Rakshasir mahato bhayat, Pranipata prasannahi, Maithili janakatmaja, Pranipata prasannahi, Maithili janakatmaja, Alamesha paritratum, Rakshasir mahato bhayat, Alamesha paritratum, Rakshasir mahato bhayat. Together. Pranipata prasannahi, Maithili janakatmaja, Alamesha paritratum, Rakshasir mahato bhayat. See the meaning? Paritratum alam asti. It is enough. Alam. Rakshasihi. Dvitiya vibhakti. Okay. Mahato bhayat paritratum. To save the Rakshasis from great fear. Paritratum means to protect. Okay. Mantra also we say no. Mananat trayate iti mantraha. Okay. Tra dhatu means to protect. Paritratum means to protect. So to protect the Rakshasis from great fear, Esha Janakatmaja, this daughter of Janaka, what is the adjective used for her? Pranipata Prasanna, one who is pleased by surrender. Jagannatha only you should offer your surrender to. When they say surrender to Lord Vishnu, what we mean is surrender to Jagannatha. Because she is the one who will take you to Lord Vishnu. Same for Ambal. Surrender to Lord to Ambal, she'll take you to Shiva. So always surrender to Shakti. Okay. So surrender to her. Janakatmaja Pranipata Prasanna. She is one who is very pleased by surrender. Mahataha Bhayat Paritratum Alam. She is enough. She alone is enough to save the Rakshasis from terrible fear. So take recourse at her feet. Okay. In many pravachanas, I'm sure many of you would have heard also. So something that makes us feel very happy and it's very reassuring. We are all, not to say we are great sinners, nobody's putting ourselves in a rank of sinners, but we have our share, right, of sins. So when we do some things wrong, it's very difficult to face Bhagavan, right, with all the wrongs that we do. Even if outwardly we don't do anything wrong, Bhagavan has a condition. Mentally also we should not commit any wrong. We can stop ourselves from doing wrong actions, but can we stop ourselves from having bad thoughts? What will we say? I'm helpless, my mind is leading me like this. Correct? So what happens? Guilt prevents us from looking at Bhagavan in the face. Okay, so we can't really look at him in the face. What can we do? Fall at Ambal's feet, fall at Jagannatha's feet, and say, now take me to Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, when he looks at us, will say, Amma, you have brought me such a person is such a great sinner, committed so many wrongs. Why should I even look at him? Whereas she is the one who will say, like she did in the case, later we will see in the episode of Kakasura. Even if the body is not perfectly fallen in alignment at Rama's feet, she will turn the crow to face Rama. Like that, she is the one who will make us, shape us in such a way that we are somewhat fit to offer our surrender at his feet. So that is her greatness. Why do we offer it, surrender at her feet? Because not only does she accept the surrender, she also molds us into fit instruments or objects of surrender. That is a unique feature of the compassionate Jagannatha. So only she can do that. So Pranipata Prasanna. Okay. Lord Rama has this very important, very important shloka, right? We know this shloka, the Ramayana shloka. Sakradeva Prapannaya Tavasveti Yajte. Abhayam Sarva Bhutebhyo Dadamyeta Pratam Mama. Okay, this he says for Vibhishana Sharanagati. When Vibhishana surrenders, even if one time you fall at my feet, I will protect you. Okay. The protection happens for somebody like Vibhishana, who is a great Bhagavata. He is a great Bhakta of Bhagavan. For him, when that surrender happens, he accepts. For common people, the person at whose feet we should surrender is Jagannatha. Because she is only truly Pranipatavasana, truly accepting of everyone who surrenders. Okay, so now we move on to Apichasya. Apichasya Vishalakshya. Apichasya Vishalakshya. Na kinchit upalakshaye. Na kinchit upalakshaye. Virupamapi changeshu. Virupamapi changeshu. Susukshmam api lakshanam. Susukshmam api lakshanam. Api chasya vishalakshya na kinchit upalakshaye. Api chasya vishalakshya na kinchit upalakshaye. Virupamapi changeshu. Susukshmamapi lakshanam. Virupamapi changeshu. Susukshmamapi lakshanam. Okay. Upalakshaye, na upalakshaye. It is not seen. What is not seen? Apicha, and also, now she's giving one more reason. Okay, she is most auspicious. To tell that, she is giving this reason. Who? Sita Mata is most auspicious. To tell that, she's giving this reason. Apicha, and also, Vishalakshaha asyaha. Vishalakshaha means what? One with the wide, beautiful eyes. Asyaha, hers. Whose? Sita's. Angeshu, on her limbs. Susukshmamapi, not even at the subtlest level. Virupam lakshanam. Virupam means anything which is out of place, anything which is wrong, which is not in conformity with all auspiciousness. Kinchidapi na upalakshaye, not even a single one I can see. See, Trijeta herself is a master of Samudrika Lakshanam. She is looking at Sita Mata's face and telling, this is Jagan Mata, surrender at her feet. Not one single thing is inauspicious about her. Okay. So there is nothing, no Lakshana on her, which indicates that there is danger or that there is a bad fate in store for her. On the contrary, my dream shows that there is a bad fate in store for you. So take surrender at her, offer surrender at her feet. Chaya Vaigunymatrantu, Chaya Vaigunymatrantu, Shanke Dukhamupasthitam, Shanke Dukhamupasthitam, Sudukharham Imam Devim, Sudukharham Imam Devim, Vaihaya Samupasthitam, Vaihaya Samupasthitam. Some texts have adukkarham, which means she doesn't deserve any dukkha. Sudukkarham, we'll see the meaning. Chaya vaigunymatrantu shankhe dukkhamupasthitam. Chaya vaigunymatrantu shankhe dukkhamupasthitam. Sudukkarham imam devi. Vaihaya samupasthita, Sudukharham imam devi, Vaihaya samupasthita. Together. Chaya vaigunymatrantu, Shanke dukkhamupasthitam, Sudukharham imam devi, Vaihaya samupasthita. Okay, so Shanke, Dukkham Upasthitam Shanke. Shanke means what? I believe. Here Shanke is not I doubt, but Shanke is I believe. Me mataha, we've seen in Sandalari also. Right? Paritratam Shanke, Parirtanimesha Stavadrishaha. I believe so. I don't doubt so. Correct? I believe so. What does she believe? Chaya Vaigunymatrantu. Only to the extent of a passing shadow. Dukkham Upasthitam. Sudukkarham Vaihaya samupasthitam devi dukkhamupasthitam iti shanke. Okay, what does it mean? She is Vaihayasam upasthitam. She is Vaihayasam means in the sky. Upasthitam means what? Situated. In the dream I saw her see in the sky holding the sun and the moon in the hands. She is a great empress. She's going to be the queen of the land. For such a lady, Sudukkarham imam devi. For this lady who does not befit even a little bit of sadness. Okay, for her, Chaya Vaigunymatram Dukkam Upasthitam iti vanne. Like how just a shadow falls but doesn't darken the person. For example, see if you're going to walk and a shadow is falling on you, the shadow is merely a superimposition on you. The shadow does not change your skin color. The shadow does not change your person or your form. In the same way, the dukkha appears to be on her form, but it is not real at all. She does not deserve even a lesha matra dukkham, not even a little bit of dukkha she deserves. For such a person, this dukkha which appears is merely like a chaya vaigunya, is merely like a reflected shadow or a passing shadow on her. Is the meaning clear? Okay, because the language is maybe a little not so straightforward. Artha siddhim tu vaidehyah, Artha siddhim tu vaidehyah, Pashyamyaham upasthitam, Pashyamyaham upasthitam, Rakshasendra vinashancha, राक्षसेन्द्रविनाशं च विजयं राघवस्य च विजयं राघवस्य च अर्थसिद्धिं तु वैदेह्याः पश्याम्यहमुपस्थिताम् अर्थसिद्धिं तु वैदेह्याः पश्याम्यहमुपस्थिताम् राक्षसेन्द्रविनाशं च विजयं राघवस्य च राक्षसेन्द्रविनाशं च विजयं राघवस्य च together अर्थसिद्धिं तु वैदेह्याः पश्याम्यहमुपस्थिताम् राक्षसेन्द्रविनाशं च विजयं राघवस्य च. Just to clarify, in the previous shloka, the commentators give the example of Rahu eclipse, of Rahu covering the moon, swallowing the moon, and the eclipse happening. The moon itself does not disappear anywhere; it merely appears invisible to us. In the same way, just like the shadow of the this one is cast on the moon, in the same way, shadow of grief seems to be cast on her. It is not real. Okay, so now coming to this shloka, Aham Vaidehyaha Arthasiddhim tu. I see, Pashyami is a verb. I see. Okay, what do I see? Vaidehyaha Arthasiddhim. The fulfillment of the objective of Vaidehi. Upasthitam Pashyami. I see it approaching. Rakshasendra Vinasham. Destruction of the king of Rakshasas. Raghavasya Vijayamcha. And Rama's victory. I foresee. Okay, I see approaching before me. Sita's objective being fulfilled. Rama's victory and Ravana's defeat. Nimitta bhutame tattu. Now she's going to substantiate it with nimittas also, apart from swapna. Nimitta bhutame tattu. Shrotumasya mahat priyam. Shrotumasya mahat priyam. Drishyate cha spurat chakshuhu. Drishyate cha spurat chakshuhu. Padmapatramivayatam. Padmapatramivayatam. Nimitta bhutame tattu. Shrotumasya mahat priyam. Nimitta bhutame tattu. Shrotumasya mahat priyam. Drishyate cha spurat chakshuhu padmapatramivayatam. Drishyate cha spurat chakshuhu padmapatramivayatam. Nimitta bhutame tattu. Shrotumasya mahat priyam. Drishyate cha spurat chakshuhu padmapatramivayatam. Drishyate, I see. What is she seeing? It is seen. What is seen? Asyaha, her. Mahat priyam. Good things, good tidings. Shrotum. Here it is not to hear, but it means to convey. To convey good tidings to her. Nimitta bhutam. In the form of a nimitta or a foreteller. Spurat etat padmapatram iva ayatam chakshuhu drishyate. Spurat, throbbing. Etat, this. Padmapatram iva, like a lotus petal. Ayatam, large. Chakshuhu, eyes. Drishyate. As if signifying good tidings for her, her eyes, which are like the lotus petal, are throbbing. Okay, so obviously she's pointing out to Sita Mata's eyes and telling the Rakshasis. Okay. Ishacha hrashito vasya. Ishacha hrashito vasya. Dakshinaya hyadakshinaha. Dakshinaya hyadakshinaha. Akasmadeva vaidehya bahureka prakampate. Akasmadeva vaidehya bahureka prakampate. Together. Ishacha hrashito vasya dakshinaya dakshinaha akasmadeva vaidehya bahureka prakampate. Once more. Ishacha hrashito vasya dakshinaya dakshinaha akasmad eva vaidehya bahureka prakampate. Prakampate. It is throbbing. It is trembling. What is trembling? There is a play on words here. Dakshina, Dakshina. Shabda Anuprasa. The word is repeated twice, both times with different meanings. Dakshinayaha refers to Sitayaha. Dakshina means one who is skillful, one who is capable. Okay. Of the capable lady, Asyaha Vaidehyaha, of Vaidehi, Adakshinaha Ekaha Bahu. What is the meaning of Adakshina Bahu? Dakshina means right, Adakshina means left. Vama. So instead of saying Vama, Adakshina is used. So this is Anuprasa Alankara used here. Adakshinaha Ekaha Bahu. The left shoulder. Akasmadeva, on its own. Suddenly. Krishitaha, as if feeling happy. Ishat Prakampate, is trembling, see, is moving slightly, see. See, when we are very happy, no, suddenly we will lift ourselves up like this. Suddenly our shoulders will go up. Have you noticed? When we are very happy with something, delighted with something, okay? And this happens completely out of, not because of our, no volition. It just happens on its own. It's like we give ourselves a quick, shudder, like this to say that we are very happy with something, when we are excited or happy. She is not happy. But her shoulder is experiencing happiness because of the soon approaching reunion with Rama. So her shoulder is throbbing, see, says Trijata. Two more shlokas, so we'll take the time and finish it so that we can finish the chapter. Karenu hasta pratimaha, Karenu hasta pratimaha, Savyaschoruranutamaha, Savyaschoruranutamaha, Vepamanah suchayati, Vepamanah suchayati, Raghavam puratasthitam, Raghavam puratasthitam. Karenu hasta pratimaha, Savyaschoruranutamaha, Karenu hasta pratimaha, Savyaschoruranutamaha, Vepamanah suchayati, Raghavam puratasthitam, Vepamanah suchayati, Raghavam puratasthitam. Together. Karenu hasta pratimah, Savyaschoruranutamaha, Vepamanah suchayati, Raghavam puratasthitam. Suchayati, it conveys or it signifies. Karenu hasta pratimaha, comparable to the trunk of a female elephant. Karenu is a specific word for a female elephant. Sanskrit is very precise. Okay, Karenu hasta, what is the hand of an elephant? Its trunk only. So pratimaha means like. So like the trunk of a female elephant. Okay, Anuttamaha, the incomparable, supreme. Savyaha uruho, left thigh. Savya also means left. You've seen this multiple times, right? In Sandrilari also you've seen, Subramanyam I think you've seen. Savyaha, left. Uruhu means thigh. So even to compare the thigh, there are rules in Sahitya Shastra. You don't compare a female's thigh with a male elephant's trunk. You compare a female's thigh with a female elephant's trunk. So here, like a female elephant's trunk, therefore suggesting the curve, the shape, the weight, the bulk of a female elephant's trunk for the female's thigh. Okay. Vepamanaha, as it is trembling, Raghavam purataha sthitam suchayati. That Raghava is very close by, is very, very near her. Iti suchayati, it signifies. Okay, so purataha here does not mean literally in front of Sita Mata, but in a place which is very close to her. So that is what is being See, here basically the messenger of Raghava is very close to her. That signifies Raghava is going to be very close to her very soon. And as if knowing it, the thigh is also, left thigh is also trembling. See this, says Trujeta to the Rakshasis. Pakshi cha shakha nilaya prahrishtaha. Pakshi cha shakha nilaya prahrishtaha. Punah punaschotama santvavadi. Punah punaschotama santvavadi. Suswagatam vachamudirayanaha. Suswagatam vachamudirayanaha. Punah punaschodayati hrishtah. Punah punaschodayati hrishtah. Pakshi cha shakha nilayah prahrishtah. Punah punaschotama santvavadi. Pakshi cha shakha nilayah prahrishtah. Punah punaschotama santvavadi. Suswagatam vachamudirayana. Punah punaschodayati hrishtah. Suswagatam vachamudirayana. Punah punaschodayati hrishtah. Together. Pakshi cha shakha nilayah prahrishtaha. Punah punaschotama santvavadi. Suswagatam vachamudirayana. Punah punaschodayati hrishtah. Chodayati. As if prompting. What is prompting now? The bird song is prompting. Or what are all the nimittas we have seen? The eyes moving, the left shoulder throbbing, the left thigh throbbing, and now the bird song. So many nimittas. Now, instead, not just the swapna. If you don't trust me about my swapna, see all the positive omens. She's telling the Rakshasis. At least now listen to me. She's telling the Rakshasis. So what is she saying? Pakshi cha shakha nilayaha. And the birds, shakha nilayaha, situated on the branches. Okay. Prahrishtaha, exceedingly happy. Punaha punaha cha, again and again. Uttama santvavadi. Okay, singing beautiful, pleasant notes again and again. Suswagatam vacham, welcome tidings. Udirayanaha, as they are expressing. Krishtaha, happily. Punaha punaha, again and again. Chodayativa, prompting. So they are prompting happy feelings within others also, as they are very happy, indicating the arrival of good tidings. So they are singing very pleasant and happy bird song. Tilaka specifically says birds like crow, etc. That is why we say when a crow caws in the branch outside your house, it signifies a welcome guest is going to arrive. Okay, so the same, this one here, the Pakshi here referred, according to Tilaka, is crow, etc. Okay, so the bird song also signifies that good things are going to happen. I hope the meaning is clear. I went a little fast here, but any questions ask. Any particular word meaning you don't know, also ask. Santvavadi means of pleasant nature. Chodayati means prompting. Vacham udirayanaha. Udirayanaha means, what do you call, expressing. And it is in Shanich Pratyaha, as they are expressing, while expressing. Iti Shrimad Ramayane Sundarakande Saptavimsha Sargaha